Hi everyone, welcome. We're going to get started in just a minute. All right, let's get started. Hi everyone and welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tina and I'm the marketing manager at Twarna. Today's webinar is going to be talking about inventory count, which is our solution that we designed to simplify the inventory counting process in NetSuite. The inventory count SuiteApp's bundle of features helps users sync physical warehouse to inventory on NetSuite, perform regular warehouse counts, and post inventory adjustments and record them in NetSuite, all while optimizing on time and effort. If you've been using NetSuite's Smart Count to run your inventory counting processes, I'm sure you've run into numerous issues and frustrations, which is why you're probably here. Our SuiteApp has been designed to overcome many of these challenges and make inventory management easier than ever. We'll be exploring some of these features shortly. A quick note to our audience, if you have any questions that come up during the course of this webinar, please do post them in the chat box and we will answer them as we go. Now, if you haven't heard about us, let me give you a very brief overview of Twarna. We started out consulting in NetSuite and Salesforce, but have since evolved to provide support, managed services, and integration services for NetSuite clients. We've also designed and built solutions for the NetSuite platform with the intent of extending its functionalities. Our suite apps cover a wide range of industries and address every business need. And should you want to look them up, please use the search term Twarna on SuiteApp.com. If you didn't already know, we do these webinars every month. And should you want to look them up, please go head on over to our website and look at the webinars archive page. And you can catch up with all our previous webinars. Here are all our products. Like I said, you can find them on SuiteApp.com using the search term Twarna. On to our panel for today. We have Shravanti, who's our product development manager, and she oversees the lifecycle management of all of Twarna's suite apps while also handling team coordination and stakeholder management. Hey, Shravanti.
Hi, Tina. Hello, everyone.
Okay. So what are we going to talk about in today's webinar, Shravanti?
We will talk about the importance of inventory management and how Twarna can help with this process. We will also talk about the ways in which counting can be done using our inventory count suite app.
Okay, so let's get started with the importance of inventory management.
Sure. So inventory management is a crucial aspect of business operations, particularly for companies involved in manufacturing, distribution, and retail. It involves the control and tracking of inventory levels, ensuring efficient stock management, minimizing stockouts and overstock situations, and optimizing warehouse space utilization, as well as streamlining the overall supply chain. Traditional approaches to manually inputting data and conducting time-consuming inventory counts frequently result in mistakes, delays, and inefficiencies that can negatively affect your financial performance. Crafted with the specific requirements of supply chain and warehouse managers in mind, the Inventory Count SuiteApp is a great solution that streamlines and enhances the process of inventory counting. Boasting comprehensive functionalities and seamless integration with NetSuite, the foremost cloud-based ERP platform, this Suite app enables you to exert unprecedented control over your inventory management.
Shrivanti, how does Twarna help with inventory management?
Yeah, so we assist businesses in implementing and configuring the Inventory Count Suite app to align with their specific requirements. This involves setting up various features such as defining locations, bins, units of measure, item classes, and attributes, etc. By working with Twarna, businesses can improve their inventory accuracy, reduce carrying costs, optimize their order fulfillment processes, and ultimately enhance customer satisfaction. Twarna's consultants bring their knowledge of industry best practices and the capabilities of Oracle NetSuite to help organizations achieve efficient and effective inventory management.
So, what are the advantages of the Inventory Count Suite app, Shrivanti?
It enables users to conduct routine warehouse counts, making inventory adjustments and accurately recording them in NetSuite. This process is designed to optimize efficiency and minimize the time and effort required. Inventory count provides a convenient worksheet that includes item details like name, location, description, and bin. This worksheet can be filled out by warehouse employees and easily imported into NetSuite. By comparing this data with the information stored in inventory count, any variances can be calculated. Once the review is complete and items are approved, inventory adjustments are generated. Inventory count supports adjustments for both lot numbered and serial items. Additionally, the app offers seamless integration with barcode scanners, enabling real-time scanning of inventory. Inventory Count app includes the ability to scan multiple items, schedule inventory counts on an item-by-item basis, receive inventory count notifications on specified dates, and effectively track both counted and uncounted items. These features aim to streamline the counting process and improve efficiency for users of inventory count within NetSuite.
Okay, so what are the different ways in which inventory counting can be performed?
So it can be done by updating a worksheet with counts and then uploading the same into NetSuite. It can be done, as I said, for bin items, non-bin items, or one could also create a custom worksheet. The second way to perform inventory counting is by using a barcode scanner. Let me explain this through a short demo.
Let's jump into the demo right after this little poll, Shrivanti. I'm going to post it on the screen for our audience, and this is just to get to know you a little bit better. So please do take a couple of seconds just to answer the poll, and you should see it pop up right now. All right, over to you, Shrivanti.
Okay, let me start by sharing my screen.
Okay.
All right, so do you see my screen, Tina?
I see it.
Okay, so let's talk about inventory count through worksheets first. So I would go to inventory count app within NetSuite, go to item worksheet, and there are 3 different worksheets, one for bin-based items, the other one for non-bin, and there is a way to generate custom worksheet as well. Let's go through them one after the other. So this is bin items worksheet. it displays the items that use bins. So you would see the item number, location, bin, and on-hand quantity. And physical and lot number items are the ones that need to be entered. The next one is non-bin item worksheet. It is similar to this one, but it just does not show the bin information. Okay. So the process for importing worksheets is the same for bin, non-bin, and custom worksheets. So I'm going to just talk you through the entire process using custom worksheet. So I would go to generate custom worksheet. So the customized worksheet screen allows you to create a consolidated worksheet that includes both bin and non-bin items. So this is the screen. You could filter the data by location. So I would just choose the warehouse location and say filter items. As you can see, it shows the data in that, the items in this location. I have an option here to export the CSV or export this into an Excel or email. So if I were to give the sheet out to a warehouse manager for them to count for this particular location portal, so I would just have to filter by location and either export the CSV and send it across to them, or just say email and the CSV details will be sent over an email to the warehouse user. So for the purposes of this demo, I would just hit export CSV. And then that downloads this information in a CSV format. Just waiting for it to download. All right, so I'll just use the sample that I have created already. So let me pull that up. Okay, so this is the custom worksheet. So any warehouse user can enter the physical quantity directly into the CSV and import the information into NetSuite. So if it is a lot numbered item, I would enter the lot numbers. And put in the quantity against each lot. Or if it's a serial number item, I would put in the serial number and physical quantity against each. So it is as simple as that. And before importing this worksheet into NetSuite, I would have to save it. So I'll just go ahead and save the worksheet. And then for me to import this back into NetSuite, I would go to Setup, Import, Export, and Saved CSV Imports. And I would go to Inventory Account SuiteApp Import. This is a saved CSV, so I don't really have to change anything in here, but I would just have to select the file to upload. So just go to the file and select the CSV to import. And just hit next. Just keep clicking next. And you can see that the values are already mapped in here. So I would just go next and run the import. So once the import is complete, we'd see the count information in NetSuite. It is right now at 78%. I'd hit refresh and it's now complete. So I've changed 3 records. It says 3 records are imported successfully. So the same can be verified by going to inventory count screen. It shows the items that have been imported recently. So the next way to do the counting, as I mentioned, is through barcode scanner. This feature eliminates the requirement for manual data entry and minimizes likelihood of errors, thereby improving efficiency and ensuring accurate synchronization of physical quantities with your NetSuite records. Now let's explore how to utilize the barcode scanner feature for inventory count. With the barcode scanner feature, users can scan different item types, including simple inventory items, serialized items, and lot number items in real time. Our app has the capability to function effectively across a wide range of mobile devices like smartphones, tablets, etc. This broad compatibility across multiple device types ensures that warehouse users can access inventory account SuiteApp regardless of their preferred device. It promotes flexibility and accessibility for businesses and organizations looking to implement inventory management solutions. So to access this feature, I would go to inventory count, and barcode scanner. This page presents a comprehensive list of available locations within your account. From this list, we could either pick a particular warehouse or just type the name of the warehouse in the search box. I would just pick the Portland inventory. This particular warehouse has bins. So the next screen I see is the set of bins that are available at this location. I would have to choose a bin, and this is the scanning page that I would be presented with. At this point, if I were on a mobile device, I would just go hit scan, and it would open up the camera for me, and I would just have to scan the barcodes of the items I want to count. But for this demo purposes, I'm just gonna type in the item barcodes. So I'm just gonna show you an example with a simple item first. This is the code for the simple item. I would just enter that in and hit submit. Once I submit, it is going to present me the data of the item number and the product description. So this provides a way for me to verify if I'm performing accurate scanning. And now I'm presented with a box to enter the quantity. So I will just have to enter the quantity and hit submit and confirm. And that's it. So that particular item has been scanned. It is as easy as that. Now it takes me back into the scan item page for me to scan the next item. Now let me show you how we scan the lot numbered items. This is code for the lot number items. I would hit submit, and I would have to now enter the lot number and the quantity on each lot. So I would say lot A, and then quantity of 10, and that's it. So keep entering the lots. And we could continue scanning in this way, and I would just hit submit and submit this count. And if I were to scan serial items, I would just have to enter or scan the barcode of the serial item and then hit submit. Now, I don't have to enter the quantities of the serial items. I would just have to enter the serial numbers, and the quantities will be calculated automatically. So I would just enter the serial items. Let's set this into. It's as simple as this, and I will hit submit and click OK. Now, to review all the scanned items that have been counted, we could navigate to the scanned items page on the left. The scanned item list presents a comprehensive record of all items scanned during the inventory count process on a particular day, which is today. So these are the items that I've counted today. The same can be verified through the NetSuite screen. So I would go back to NetSuite and go to inventory count, the same inventory count screen. So here you can see all the items that have been counted, as I said, through CSV import using worksheets or through barcode scanning. So this is the screen that would help you review the counts. So there are some filters that have been provided here for your convenience. We could filter by warehouse and just hit filter. It shows the account details against that particular warehouse. And if there is any errors during the counting process, we could see that as well. I would just have to check the has errors button and say filter. And then you would be presented with the records that have issues while counting. So you can see following serial numbers are used for other location, and you can resolve such conflicts and reprocess these. And you could always see processed records as well. Processed records are the ones with a zero variance or for cases where inventory adjustment has been created. So let's pick this as an example, show you the record. This is a custom record, and this shows the details of the item, and it also shows that an inventory adjustment has been created for this. So once an inventory adjustment is successfully created, the reconcile checkbox will be checked, indicating that this particular item has been reconciled successfully. Now going back to the inventory count screen, we could always consolidate records, meaning if there are items in the same bin and at the same warehouse, those records can be consolidated. So I would just have to, let's say these two items are in the same warehouse belonging to the same bin. I would just have to click the two records and say consolidate records and hit process. And the two records will be consolidated into one record. And we also have a feature where you could inactivate old records. Let's say this particular item is no longer available or is not applicable anymore. You would just check that and hit inactivate old records. We also have a feature to recalculate variance, where if there are any changes to inventory that are done while the counting is going on, we could always select a record and hit recalculate variance. It shows the latest variance between the records. We will talk about how one can review these counts and perform adjustments in our next webinar. So please stay tuned.
All right, thanks, Shravanti. Now, can we draw some comparison between Twarna's SuiteApp, which is inventory count, and NetSuite Smart Count?
Sure. So let's go through one by one. Let's talk about licensing first. NetSuite Smart Count requires each user to have a full NetSuite license, whereas the Twarna Inventory Count does not require the user to purchase any additional license. So it reduces cost. And while Smart Count can be run on WMS emulator, there is no native functionality to access mobile device cameras to allow barcode scanning. But as we've seen with the Twarna Inventory Count app, it has the ability to function across a full range of mobile devices. For the Smart Count, NetSuite account requires the installation of advanced inventory, SCM Mobile, and NetSuite WMS modules. Whereas for the Tvarna inventory account, no additional software license is required. Talking about average deployment period, assuming that the client is already fully functional on WMS, set up and training on SmartCount, it could be less than 10 hours for the SmartCount app. But oftentimes clients aren't using the cycle count feature in WMS, since historically it was limited to 50 items per cycle count. The Tvarna inventory count requires about 10 hours and maybe a bit more if there is any customization required. Both apps provide pre-built dashboards, safe searches, user rules centered around inventory management and cycle counting. As far as setup preferences are concerned, SmartCount has the ability to alert the user counting a specific bin or item that another user has picked or affected the quantity of the item being counted. The same can be done in the Tvarna inventory count app as well. And the users can configure counting preferences at the time at the item and company level. The NetSuite Smart Count allows the users to set tolerances to allow auto approval of cycle count. This is a part of our roadmap and should be available soon on our app as well. Both apps provide a page to review all active counts that are pending approval. We have just seen this on our demo as well. Smart Count shows the approver what items were set to be counted but were missed by the user performing the count. Again, this is currently not available in the Tvarna inventory count app. Creation of count plans is also not supported. Blind counts are supported on the NetSuite app. We are working on a similar feature for the Tvarna inventory count as well. With this feature, displaying current quantity on hand can be turned on or off at any time for any cycle count. Smart counting is available on both apps. This feature enables the user to perform inventory count in real time during business hours. Inventory count app has an option to recalculate variance, which is used to recalculate the variance quantities of all the selected records before creating adjustments. Tally counting is available on both apps. With this feature, the quantity is incremented by 1 for every scan performed. NetSuite's WMS is not limited by inventory item type. However, currently, the Smart Count feature does not allow serialized or lot control items. But as you've seen, it is supported on the Tvarna inventory count. Lastly, our app uses NetSuite CSV imports to enable users to import count data from a worksheet. We have seen this in the demo again. This feature is not available on NetSuite's Smart Count. So those are the differences on a high level between the two apps.
Thanks, Shravanti. Audience, if you have any questions, you can post them in the chat right now and we'll answer them as we go. We'll also provide a little time at the end to answer questions. Shravanti, how would we be able to customize the app to meet specific requirements?
Yeah, so just like all our Suite apps, this app is also customizable. We just need to understand the client's requirements and check out the feasibility. And once these are okay, we will be able to customize the app for them.
Okay. Can you provide an overview of the implementation process?
Sure. So this is also similar to what we do with all our other apps. We start off with a kickoff call or a discovery call where we try to understand the requirements of the client and see if our baseline app is able to meet them. If not, we will work towards a customization. And then we install the app onto one sandbox account and follow that up by the installation into production environment. We do train the trainer user training. Our team will provide training sessions and we will record these as well for future reference. Additionally, we have curated training videos conveniently divided into shorter segments of 2 to 3 minutes each on our YouTube channel. These videos provide users with an alternate way to learn and gain knowledge from our training materials. We also include limited support for QA and UAT. And the last one is the post-implementation support, where we include limited support for any issues after implementation.
Okay. How often do we add new features?
Our dev team is constantly working on new features. We bundle these features and release them twice a year around the same time as NetSuite releases. This will help clients who do not have an SP account to test the new version of inventory account on the free NetSuite release preview account that is made available to all clients before NetSuite upgrade. So the next one is coming in the fall 2023.
Okay. And can you give us a sneak peek?
Sure. So the next release of the app will coincide with the NetSuite's second release of the year, which is during the August, September, October timeframe. And we are developing some very informative dashboards to be included in this release. The dashboards will show inventory count data till date, information about successful, failed, or reconciled counts sorted by date, etc. We'll keep you posted with additional details as we get closer to the release date.
Awesome. Thank you, Shravanti. And just to wrap up, you can see Shravanti's information on screen in front of you. Should you have any questions, please do reach out to us on any of those handles that we have posted there. And I really would like to thank you for taking time and joining us today. And I hope to see you in a future session. And we'll be hanging around for a couple of minutes to field any questions. Thanks, Shravanti.
Thank you all.